ground beef, hearty potatoes, and a creamy, cheesy broth. This easy crockpot recipe with ground beef turns into the coziest soup that will feed your large family. Hey friends, today you and I are going to make a creamy potato hamburger soup. It's a great recipe, and when I say it's great, these are the reasons why. Number one, it's easy. Number two, it is not going to heat up the whole house. You're not going to heat up the oven and the stove. It's all going to come together in a slow cooker crock pot. And I have two secret ingredients that I use at the very end that makes this dish out of this world. So it's going to be hearty, savory, and delicious. So let's get into it. We begin by adding olive oil to a pan and a diced up onion. We're going to cook the onion until it becomes translucent and browns up a little bit. I'm moving it around the pan here in the olive oil. I'm going to add some pepper and some salt to the onion. And we're going to give it a few more minutes here to cook up before I add in the minced garlic. Now we want this to cook until it becomes fragrant. So we've got that on a medium to a high heat. Next, I'm going to add my ground beef, and I'm going to chop up the ground beef into chunks and make sure that it's all brown. Meanwhile, while the ground beef is browning, I'm going to grease my crock pot. And then as the ground beef is done, I'm going to add that into the bottom of the crock pot. So there is my browned ground beef and onion and seasoning all in the bottom of the crock pot. And then we are going to, right behind that, we are going to add in our potatoes, 4 to 6 cups of potatoes peeled and chunked up. Now, this is the part where you can add in a frozen vegetable. You do not have to, but you can. So I'm going to add in some frozen peas and some corn into my hamburger potato soup. And then we are going to add in our chicken broth. And this becomes the beginning of a nice creamy hamburger potato soup. So there is all of the chicken broth added in. Next, you're going to add in some more seasoning, your basil, and any other seasonings. There we go, the basil there, and any other seasonings that you may see fit. Now you're going to put the top on and you're going to cook it on low for 6 hours, 6 to 8 hours, or on high for 3 to 4 hours. Once the crock pot is within a half hour of your cooking time, you're going to mash up a few of the potatoes here with a masher. So with a creamy potato soup, you want chunks, but you also want of some of the potatoes to kind of be mashed and creamy, because that's going to be that nice creamy consistency that you're used to. So you can see that I'm mashing up some of the potatoes, but not all of them. And now I'm going to add in the secret ingredients to my hamburger potato cream soup, and that is sour cream. I'm going to add about a cup in for this size crock pot. You can add a little less or a little more. Just depends on how you would like to taste it. And then the second secret ingredient into thickening up my cream of potato hamburger soup is to add in, I'm going to stir the sour cream in here for a moment to make sure that that gets all added in before I add this next ingredient. The next ingredient is instant potatoes. And you can use instant potatoes to thicken up any soup, not just the potato soup. So if you were making a mushroom soup or a chicken noodle soup or a split pea soup and you wanted that broth to be thicker, just add a couple tablespoons in of the instant potatoes. And that's a nice secret from a chef that I learned years ago. So you can see it's already thickening up. And I'm going to give that a really good stir. And then we're going to add in our cheese, and it's really going to become nice and creamy and thick here. I am going to stir the cheese in, and then we're going to allow this to cook for another at least 20 minutes to a half hour. But we want to make sure that all of those ingredients are stirred and combined very, very well. So I am going to put that top back on here in a second and give it another half hour of cooking time so that that all thickens up real nice. Now, up on your screen is a recipe card. That is for you to take a quick screenshot of so that you have this recipe and good access to it. So go ahead and take that screenshot. And also, if you like cooking with me as much as I love cooking with you, hit that like and subscribe button so that I can see a little bit more of you. All right, friends, it's been 6 hours and we have a complete crock pot, a big crock pot here full of potato hamburger soup. The house smells good. It is so delicious, and we're gonna jump into it here. So it's very creamy. We added that instant potatoes and some sour cream, which are the two secret ingredients to making your potato soup leveled up. So there we go. I just needed to stir that sour cream, it looks like, a little bit more. Yeah, so I've still got the nice chunky potatoes here, but then I've also got kind of a creamy base with that hamburger. And there are my peas and my corn there. All right, so I did find a little bread bowl, which is kind of clever, right here at my local fresh market. Shout out to Nino Savaggio's. And I'm going to just end up dumping in my soup into this great bread bowl here. And then, of course, with regular potato soup, I love to garnish the top with bacon, but we don't have regular potato soup. We have a hamburger potato, so I'm not going to use the bacon this time, but I am going to throw some cheese on top. I'm going to garnish the top with some nice cheddar cheese, and then I'm also going to garnish the top with some fresh green onions. So there we go. It's perfect. So you don't need the bread bowl. You don't have to be so clever or fancy like that. You can just eat this out of a regular bowl. It's delicious. Get some homemade bread or some nice buns on the side, and it will make a nice, delicious meal. Now, what I love about soups, and I love about this hearty soup recipe, is that ground beef makes it very hearty. And I love to make a big pot like this because I can freeze it. I mean, we eat this for a couple days, a couple nights, and then 2 or 3 weeks from now, I can pull out a really nice meal out of the freezer as well. So it freezes up nice is what I want to tell you. All right, so we're going to give this a nice taste here. It's blistering hot. I love the creamy texture of it, and that nice hearty ground beef hamburger in there, the spices, everything is just in concert together. This is a great recipe, super easy. I'm excited for you to try it. And guess what? I'll see you in the next one. Take care.